안녕하세요. 밴덴헐크입니다. I'm doing good. I'm back in the Netherlands. Currently, the country is in lockdown due to COVID-19. We have to stay in our house. I'm able to go to a training facility where they gave me a time slot for 2 hours where I can do some weight training and also do my throwing sessions. And that's really it so far. So we can't really do a whole lot, but I'm able to train, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I think she was more popular than I was. It's great to hear that, and I'm so happy that over the past few years when I was in Japan, I would still get and receive a lot of messages from the Korean fans, from my Lions fans. And it was a special time. We were there, and I was very young. I grew up as a starting pitcher there, and I learned a lot about myself and about pitching, and I got better. We won 2 championships. So looking back, it was a great memory, and living in Daegu, it was very good to us as well. So we were very happy with our time. Life in Japan is good. We lived in Fukuoka. It's a very small city. It's compact. It's on the beach, which we enjoyed a lot. So from our house, we went to the beach quite often, and that was very joyful. We enjoyed doing that. I think the main difference is the depth that the teams have. The market is bigger than the Korean market. There's more teams. There's more fans. You can tell that the depth of the teams. You have more starting pitchers. You have more in the minor leagues as well. There's more players that are able to play in the team's systems, in the team's organizations. And as far as the playing style goes, I felt like in Korea, it was a very offensive. It's a very offensive league with a lot of big power hitters.
Yes.
A lot of offense from every team. In Japan, it was a high pitching. It's a high pitching league, so meaning that there is very good lineups, but overall I feel like the pitching dominates the hitting. So in Korea, I felt it was the opposite. It was a more offensive league than the Japanese league.
Right.
I think it has a lot to do with the chemistry of the players. I think their scouting is a very high level. They look at players' characters that are in the clubhouse, and I felt like that was a big part of why they were so successful for so many years. In addition to that, they're able to sign very high quality foreign players, and that combination makes that they are very strong year in, year out. And also the depth that they can provide in the minor leagues, also with foreign players, is very high compared to other teams. They have a winning mentality in the clubhouse. Throughout the whole organization, there's a winning mentality, and everybody is focused on winning the Pacific League in particular, and then continue to play the playoffs in the Japan Series. So I think that were the main characteristics of the SoftBank Hawks.
Yes.
I think most important for us was adjusting to the culture. Coming from Korea, going to Japan, it is a difference again in culture. So you come and you have to learn about Japanese baseball. You have to learn about their mindsets and their work ethics and the style of baseball. So adjusting to that, it took some time. I was lucky that there was a few foreign players on the team that were already in Japan for several years. So I was able to get some information from them. And then when you're on the mound, you have to execute. And I felt like just sticking to my core beliefs of what to do to be successful. I felt like I was able to continue to do that in Japan. And then, of course, if you have a good bullpen, if you have a good offense,
right.
If you have a good coaching staff, when that comes all together, I think it creates a good blend of being successful. I felt the preparation, the exhibition games, of the amount of exhibition games before the season started, I think we had 8. So that's you have to get ready for games in quite a shorter time. So you have to manage your body correctly, and you have to make sure that you're healthy.
Yeah.
You do the right things and play smart.
Yeah.
I think another part was in the beginning of the season there were no fans, and you can definitely feel the environment is different when there's no fans. That was quite weird at times when you're on the mound and there's no cheering at all. Especially in Japan and Korea, it's the same. The fans play a big part of the team's success, and that was I think a big difference. And then slowly they started bringing back the fans, which was good. Yeah, I think that those were the main differences.
Yeah.
Say hitter, I would say Yuki Yanagita. He's a SoftBank Hawks player.
Okay.
I think he's a 5-tool player. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got good arm strength. And his 1 second, it's my son.
Yeah.
And his baseball skill is of very high level.
Mm-hmm.
I would say as a position player, I would pick him. As a pitcher, there's several options. There's a starter with the Buffaloes. His name is Yamamoto. I think right-handed pitcher, and of course one of our starters, Godai Senga, as well. I think his stuff is unbelievable. His fastball is A+. His splitter is A+. His slider is A+. He's got a great slide step. I think those guys are.
Yeah.
Well, it's an honor to be mentioned with him. You know, he's been in Korea for a long time. He's a great pitcher. He's had many personal awards that he won. He won a championship with the Bears. So just being compared, that's already an honor. And you know, I would of course in the future I would love to return and challenge for that title. You know, so I can continue to play. But he's a great guy, and I also kept in touch with him while I was in Japan. We kept messaging each other and just keep track of each other's careers. So yeah, I've had a lot of respect for him and all the accomplishments that he has in Korea. Well, he helped me a few times with certain batters, and we would talk about certain hitters, what he would do against them, what I would do against them, and you share your experiences. And also, when I went to Japan in 2015, we kept in touch for several years. When I pitched in Korea for the World Baseball Classic, you know, we contacted each other again, and I asked him, because he was very recent at that time playing in Korea, so I would ask him like, hey, you know, what did you do against this specific guy, and has he got better as a hitter, and what is his tendency? So we would kind of discuss that a little bit, and just like that, you know, good colleagues.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily, because they know me as well. I know them as well, and you know, in a tournament setting, it's completely different than a regular season. So the ball has to, you know, it has to go your way. I had a couple double plays and things like that turned, and so I feel like I had the good luck on my side for that game, and it's of course a very good lineup. It's a very strong lineup. So you know, some things have to go your way. At that game, things went my way, and I feel like looking back at that game, that was a very special moment in my career, because when I was on the mound and they announced my name, the Korean fans all started cheering for me, and that was a special feeling. So I'm very thankful that they did that. Yes, I of course, and I told them the same thing. So I had dinner with Park Sok-min and Chow Chun a few days before the opener. I talked to Ideho and Cheomu, and so when we were talking, I would tell him like, "Hey guys, just take it easy on me, okay? Just roll over or get a ground ball.
Right,
and when I'm off the mound, you can do whatever you want, but just take it easy on me." So we're just joking, joking like this.
Right.
Yeah, we would talk about the KBO a lot when we were teammates together. And we would, because I had an application and I would continue to check the stats of the players and some videos and highlights and do the same thing. And, we would talk about this. And, and as a player, I would rate Ideho as the best, one of the best first basemen I've played with. And as a hitter, he's a very, very professional hitter. He's a very good hitter, and I feel like he's got tremendous power, tremendous contact ability. I think his baseball IQ is a very high level.
Yeah.
And that all combines that he can hit for average, he can hit for power, and he can play defense. He's a very, very big guy. He's a very big guy. And people don't understand how hard playing first base is, and he make it look easy. So, yes, I had many great memories with Ideho, and I think my success in Japan was also that I felt comfortable having Ideho around because we shared the Korean experience. He is Korean, I played in Korea, so we had a lot of jokes together, and that makes you, as a player, as a new player, makes you settle down your first year on the team. So that was a very special time. Yeah, I want to continue. I'm a free agent right now. Of course, I would be open. I would say Pak Sung-min would be my best friend.
Okay.
Thank you for embracing me. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다.